Hey, this is SJ Talks in Life coming back at you. If you're new to my channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Please and thank you. These older men out here, these men um, that I've been in blogs and um, looking at various YouTube videos of the manosphere and in different blogs and stuff. And these men are always talking about um, younger women. They're trashing older women and saying that they don't want older a woman when a man gets in his 40s and 50s and beyond. They don't want a woman that's close to their age because well, they trash older women, you know. Um, and I think the number one reason why they don't want women that's close to their age is because us older women, first of all, those men most majority of the time, those men are bitter and damaged when they trash older women that's close to their age. They trash them and they talk bad about older women. Most of the time, those guys are bitter and damaged. And the number one reason why they don't want older women is not because of, it's not so much as because, you know, they saying women, we don't look as good or whatever, this, that, and the other. It's a lot of older women that look twice their age, and it's a lot of older women that are pretty well put together. But the perception is that, well, older women are then hit the wall and they're this and they're that. And um, that's the perception, that older women are no longer viable and all this kind of stuff. But the number one reason why they don't want older women is because older women are hip to the game. Older women, we are hip to the game. We know what's up. Um, we're not gonna put up with your. Most of the time, when a woman gets to be a certain age, um, depending on the woman, you done been around the block, you know, meaning you done had some experiences. And when women get to be a certain age, we gain this thing called wisdom. And, and plus we have this thing called standards. And then there's certain things that we tolerated when we were younger that as we get older, we're no longer willing to tolerate because, we're older, we're wiser, and we know better. And, we have a better standing of things, better perception of the world, and a better understanding of things. And because we're older, we're wiser. So it's certain things that we have certain standards and certain things that we're just not going to um, tolerate and put up with like we did when we were younger. And we're not at the age where we can be controlled and manipulated. And that's one of the main reasons why men like younger women, so they can control them and manipulate them. I've heard them use the term mold. They can mold them and try to change them and try to make them into something that they want them to be. And, they can, as long as they figure like, as long as they give them money and everything, They figure the young women are gonna put up with certain things. And because, younger women are just that, they're young, and it's a lot of things that when you're younger, when you're a younger woman, you have the tendency to have more of a higher tolerance. I know that when I was younger, you know, I look back at my past relationships and look at some of the things that I put up with, and then looked at some of the things that was going on as far as the man's mentality. But because I was so young, I didn't have a clue at the time. But hindsight is 2020, and then I look back and like, you know, now that I'm older and wiser. And when I was younger, my tolerance level was a lot higher. I um, would put up with things that there's no way on God's green earth that I would put up with now at my age. So younger women are more tolerant. You know, they don't really, well, they lack wisdom because, well, they're young. And it's gonna be certain things that they're not gonna know. Period. And that's what the men like. That's what the men like. That's what the older men like. They like somebody that they can get over on, someone that does not have wisdom, someone that's more tolerant, and because wisdom comes with age. You can have a certain amount of wisdom when you're young, but a certain types of wisdom doesn't come until you get older. And so that's one of the main reasons why they don't like older women, because they know that older women is not going to put up with certain things, and she doesn't have the tolerance for certain things that a young woman would have tolerance for, and that's a good thing. And the younger women are not as mature. um they guess they see that as a plus. But here's the thing: these younger women, first of all, a younger woman don't want no older man unless he got some money. And when a man is in his 50s, particularly he's in his 50s, and he wants to be with somebody that's half his age, you got to take in consideration of the fact that a lot of times, um, if you develop health issues and health problems, you don't know if that woman is even going to stick around long enough to even you know help you through those things. And then there's a thing called male menopause, and there's male menopause and stuff like that men have to go through, and they start going through a decline. Black men, I think it's um, maybe a little earlier because, well, black men don't is not as proactive about their health. Statistically, they're not as proactive. They're not as proactive about their health, and so I find in a lot of cases that when these older men get involved with these younger women, these younger women are not down for the long haul. You might find some that might be down for the long haul, but in a lot of cases they're not. They're not going to be. And you know, and I was in a blog where these men was trying to crack on older women and stuff like that. But then they 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 get with these younger women, and these younger women are not, 9 times out of 10 are not there for the long haul. And it's going to be a lot of things that's going to be lacking with a young woman. It's a lot of things that they're not going to have a certain amount of understanding on. but they sit up there and consistently knock older women. And then the problem, what happens is a lot of times, the things don't work out with the younger women. They be out here chasing these younger women, and then things they don't have enough money to really pull and maintain a younger woman, or they just the younger women um are just not interested. And the man gets older, and then he gets starts to develop health problems. Then that's when he looks up and he's looking to marry a woman that's closer to his age. But the problem is they're looking for a caregiver at that point. They're looking for someone to take care of them, like that minister. And I did a video, that minister that strung that woman along. Joel's what's his name? Noel Jones. Um, he strung that woman along all those years. He was on that show Preachers of L.A. He strung that woman along all those years, and now he finally decides he wants to marry her. Well, that's because you know, he's older. I don't know what this is outside my window. It looks like a bird, but then it looks like a huge insect. Ugh. I'm sorry. I didn't know what that was. But anyway, he's looking for a caregiver at this point, because he figured he done got older. The younger women are no longer interested. They can't they only could chase younger women for so long, and when not, then they get to a certain age and they get kind of sickly. They're looking to marry a woman close to their age or older woman, and at that point they're looking for a caregiver. They're looking for someone to take care of them, and I'm not the one. I'm not the one. Um, and so I used to like older men. I used to like older men when I was younger and everything like that. But now I'm kind of glad that I didn't hook up with someone that's 15 and 20 or 20 to 20 years older than me. Because if I had hooked up with someone that was that old, then I might have would have wound up being his caregiver at some point. And that could happen anyway. After we get a certain age, you marry someone closer to your age, that can happen anyway. Um, but yeah, that's typically um, when the men want to marry someone older, and because a younger woman is not going to stick around. She's not going to stick around to be your caregiver, change your depends, unless she's 100% totally in love with you. In most cases, it's not going to go down like that unless she's a special kind of person and she's totally in love with you. That's not going to happen. And that's something that these older men don't think about. They don't think about that. When male menopause and all that stuff kicks in, and they start to go through that decline, and they don't have that virility that they had when they were younger. Um, it's only your time runs out, and they keep talking about these older women and knocking these older women, but then at some point they want a older woman, a woman that's close to their age, but they're looking for somebody to be a caregiver. And most of these women are like, no, I'm good on that. I'm good on that. And so, and so I'm not the one, I'm not the one. So I don't really go for older men anymore. I think when I was younger, I liked older men because I was looking I deep down, I think I was looking for that father figure because I never had a father. Um, you know, and I think that was why when I was younger, I was always interested in older men. But the older men can stay where they at. You know, because and that's what happens. Their time runs out, so they can knock older ladies all they want. But at some point your time is gonna run out. In wintertime, winter is going to come, like they always saying about us. Winter is coming. Well, winter comes for men. Winter is coming for the men. So that's this reality check for these older men that like to knock women that's close to their age or older or whatever. They like the women, knock the older women that's in a certain age bracket, 40s, 50s. You know, winter is coming. Okay, that's like, subscribe, and share. Let me know what you think.